how can your business stay ahead of the ever-changing digital marketing landscape? We asked subject matter experts across the WebFX team to share how they're keeping their strategies on the cutting edge. Experts in SEO, PPC, social media, marketing automation, content marketing, web design, email marketing, and e-commerce marketing weighed in on how you can future-proof your strategy and continue driving revenue for your business. We'll start with SEO expert Jordan, who shares some recent search engine updates and tips for getting your website at the top of the search results.
Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Darrian, lead internet marketing consultant at WebFX, and today we're going to be talking about SEO trends that we expect in 2022 and beyond. So it's important to remember that Google is a business. They are providing a product, the search results, to their customer, the searchers, in a timely manner. Right? Like any good business, they want to continue to improve that product so that the searchers keep coming back to Google, using Google products, and then kind of continues growing their business from there, like any good foundational business. So in order to continue improving on both of those things, Google keeps adapting their algorithm to improve the connection between the search intent, like what we really want as the searcher to find, and then the content that's being delivered. That connection between user intent and the content being delivered continues to be a stronger ranking factor over time. So Google has a better understanding of the English language, of all language, how it connects the contextual understanding of the theme and what is being asked, and then they're able to pair that up with the content in order to provide the exact answer for what they're looking for. So that connection continues becoming stronger, and we want to adapt our marketing strategy to meet that criteria. And then on the other side of things would be the timeliness in which that information is being delivered is reflected in how Google continues to focus on speed. So a few years ago, Google released their site speed update that made site speed an official ranking factor and started to influence the results. More recently, Google released the Core Web Vitals earlier this summer, and those are specific metrics that look at site speed more granularly. So as site speed continues to become a stronger ranking factor, we're going to see Google release more updates that focus on site speed, because at the end of the day, we have a culture based around instant gratification, and we want to get results as soon as possible. So if Google's able to do that for us, they're going to keep those customers coming back and looking for more. So a couple tips to really future-proof your strategy to keep all of those things in mind. First, check your site speed early and often. Site speed is something that can change throughout the lifespan of a website. As we add images, add content, change functionality, the site speed's going to change. So we do want to check that monthly, quarterly, depending on your business, in order to see where we're at and how we can improve. WebFX recently developed a SERP Racer tool that allows you to check those things, so recommend you check that out after the video to see how you stack up compared to the competitors ranking for the same term. And it is important to remember too, with site speed, that it's all relative. So your speed matters as it matches up to the competitors ranking and targeting the same term. So that tool specifically does a really great job showing how you rank and your speed ranks compared to competitors going after the same term, which helps you decide, okay, what do I really need to focus on? Another tip is to differentiate the media on your page. So what I mean by that is, you have the written word, you have your content, let's say it's a piece of long form talking about a specific topic. We want to differentiate the media on that page. So add graphics. Micrographics are really great, provide that visual source of information. Provide video. We continue to see video become more important. We see Google putting more emphasis on it with the video carousels, and mixing and matching that kind of content continues to perform at a really high level. So it mainly because it makes your content more valuable, right? Like if you're able to get to a page, watch a video on it, scroll down, read, and then see a graphic, like that really covers your bases. You completely understand the topic, and then the searcher walks away thinking, okay, I really got my time's worth, right? So continue differentiating that media, check your site speed, and finally refresh old content. So over time, content becomes outdated, it becomes stale. Google finds other content that might be more relevant, have more information, be more timely. So we want to continue to refresh our content over time to keep it up to date. So after a piece of content's been up for 2 years, we want to go back and refresh it. Update old sources, add some new info that may have come out within that time period since it was originally published, anything to tweak it and keep it in line with what is currently ranking for that term. Another important part of that is strengthening the theme. So here at WebFX, we use a tool called Deep Learning FX that allows us to find supporting terms on other pages that currently rank for the term that you're targeting, that main keyword. And you're able to integrate that with your content refresh to make the theme stronger. So not only are you getting more relevant, up-to-date content, but then you're also getting a stronger theme, which goes back to that connection between user intent and the page copy.
SEO will evolve with each major search engine update, but that's not the only area of digital marketing that will continue transforming in the foreseeable future. Next up, we'll throw it to Dan for a shift in how businesses advertise online.
Hi, my name is Dan Schaefer. I'm a marketing team lead here at WebFX, and I want to talk to you about the trends to look out for in digital advertising in 2022 and how to future-proof that digital ad strategy. There are probably 2 or 3 changes that are going to impact PPC and digital advertising in the next year and beyond. A big one coming up that everyone's kind of been keeping an eye on, and you'll want to continue to do so, is the limited access to third-party data. Now, you've had access to data as an advertiser that you didn't collect yourself for a long time now, and that is slowly going to be stripped away from advertising capabilities. So we're already seeing Facebook advertising being impacted by Apple's latest iOS changes. Apple and Google Chrome are going to be removing third-party cookie tracking from their browsers. Obviously, Chrome is a huge web browser in terms of market share, so there's going to be a lot of data missing that was previously available to us as advertisers in our ad campaigns. We're unsure of the exact date, but Google says they'll start blocking third-party cookies in Chrome within the next few years. So overall, there's going to be a huge emphasis on first-party data. That's data that you can collect on your own website or your own app, and it's going to be the most targeted and the most accessible for you as an advertiser. On top of all this, there's just the ever-changing world and the capabilities you have as an advertiser with the different platforms and places you can reach your audience. New ones coming online this year and next year would include things like podcasts and connected TV and many other like video related advertising opportunities. So Spotify, for example, has their own self-serve ad platform that you can hook up with podcast ads. You want to be have a commercial and an advertisement for a podcast, you can do that. So to keep up with these changes that are likely happening in 2022, here are a few tips. One, just collect first-party data. Email addresses, activity on your site, anything you can do. Obviously, it's helpful to have the traffic on your site to do this. So if you don't have that, find some ways to build up traffic with organic traffic or social media traffic, that kind of thing. You need the traffic in order to be able to collect the email addresses. And on top of that, analyze your marketing tech stack. There are a lot of tools out there that can help make your data better and you're tracking more in line with those first-party use cases. A second tip, just see if there's room to try out some of these new ad placements. With new opportunities like connected TV and podcast ads, you have a good chance to get in early and find a better return on ad spend than you typically would. Don't abandon a good campaign to pursue these, but you'll want to see if there are ways to get some budget in those new areas. Maybe low performing campaigns could be trimmed and budget could be moved into some experimental placements like connected TV. So overall, watch out for some of these trends coming up related to third-party data. Work hard to build up your first-party data capturing strategy and find some additional opportunities out there with the new ad placements in the coming year.
We'll be closely watching how digital advertising adapts to consumer behavior. Next, we move on to social media marketing, another area of digital marketing experiencing big changes, especially in regards to advertising. Darrian has the details on what you can expect from your favorite apps.
Hi, my name is Darrian Colavecchio. I'm a lead strategy consultant here at WebFX, and I'm here to talk to you about social media marketing trends for 2022 and beyond. So just to kick us off here, one of the biggest things that I think we need to address today is Apple's iOS 14 update and how it's really impacted social media marketing on almost every major platform this year, including Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and everyone's favorite hot topic, TikTok. For those of you who aren't familiar, iOS 14 was a new update that Apple rolled out in the spring, which allows users to opt out of device tracking on specific apps like Facebook, LinkedIn, all of these platforms that we're really familiar with. Because Apple owns a lot of device usage in the US, this had a pretty significant impact on social media advertising in particular and the way our strategies look. So, long story short, while we're still able to 100% report on the success of our social media campaigns for your business, it has changed up a lot how we approach our targeting and overall strategy mindset now in order to drive those results that you're looking for. Luckily, we've been able to identify trends to narrow it down to 3 key tips and strategies that will have the best business impact for you this year. So the first and biggest thing that we've noticed with iOS is you really do need to become more aggressive and adaptable in your strategies. So we do a lot more testing and we're more patient as we look for those results. With the way the learning time is on platforms, we sometimes need 2 to 4 weeks of data before we can make a cut and dry decision on the success of things. So really now social media marketing is about developing a steady and consistent approach to evaluating your campaign success and focusing on that long-term growth that we're able to see with social. Second biggest tip, focus on a customer first mindset. So you want to make sure that everything you're doing is oriented towards what the customer is going to get out of your business and what value they're going to see in that advertising. So whether that's the messaging you're using or leveraging engaging tactics and ad formats to really speak to them, like with shoppable feeds on Facebook, short form videos with Instagram Reels, or even white paper promotion on LinkedIn, you really want to find ways to take your business assets and put them into the platform in a way that users can interact. And then with that in mind, you really want to think about where your audience lives as well. As we mentioned, TikTok is a hot topic. Everyone seems to want to jump on the bandwagon, get moving there, but you really need to pause, evaluate where your audience lives, and think about, is TikTok really the best place to do that? Do I have the right video assets for that? Or should I stick to these core platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, where I know my audience is engaging, and really focus on cultivating the results I'm getting there? So, with that in mind, as you're looking at your 2022 strategies, those are just the most important things to keep in mind. Be flexible in your strategy, be focused on getting the results that you want, and also think about how you can engage your customers in new ways as you're going through that journey with your results.
Like and follow us on social media if you're enjoying this video. This next segment from automation expert Steven will cover how you can pair your own customer data with marketing automation to streamline your sales process.
Hi, I'm Steven Ashers, an internet marketing consultant here at WebFX. In this video, we'll be going over marketing automation trends and predictions that will impact your business in 2022 and beyond. I'll also provide a few tips of future-proofing your marketing strategy. The first change to impact marketing automation is the importance of data in your CRM. A customer relationship management system is vital as your business continues to grow, as it'll be the system that stores all of the data about a customer, including demographics, touch points, and notes about follow-ups from your sales team. The future of automation stems from putting that rich information to work for you by connecting your CRM with third-party platforms to get the data you need in one place where your team can act on it. This can include things like website touchpoints, lead form submissions, calls, chats, and any other interaction a client has with your business. This allows your marketing team to gain a better understanding of a true customer journey and provides opportunities to build further automations off of into your strategies. The second change to impact marketing automations is connecting your marketing data and sales data together. Marketing Cloud FX, our proprietary marketing platform, can connect directly to your CRM via Integrations FX. This will allow your team to build that whole customer lifecycle that we were just talking about right into your CRM, and gives your marketing team the ability to report on the ROI of your campaigns, which focuses in on qualified leads, sales, and revenue, instead of just focusing in on the number of leads driven. Next, I want to talk about a couple of ways to help future-proof your marketing strategies. And the first future-proofing tip that I have is getting your marketing team lead quality information. Marketing Cloud FX rolled out an update to help sync data on lead quality back to your marketing team with a simple categorization of more leads like this, or thumbs up, or less leads like this, or thumbs down. And this can be accomplished by manually rating leads within our system, or automatically by tying your CRM to Marketing Cloud FX through Integrations FX. Understanding lead quality lets us expand campaigns that are driving high quality leads and conduct new tests for campaigns that didn't quite yield the results we were looking for. The second future-proofing tip that I have is to optimize your funnel by creating content that speaks to customers at each stage of their journey. At the top of the funnel, content should be designed to get out in front of that customer and introduce them to your company. Usually, informational content is going to rule here. At the middle of the funnel, a potential customer is looking for a specific solution or product that you provide and is shopping around. So comparisons to competitors and FAQ style content works really great here. At the bottom of the funnel, a potential customer is looking directly at the selling points you offer. So trustworthy content like case studies and testimonials can go a long way to get that customer to make a purchasing decision.
As marketing campaigns get smarter, your emphasis on creating content will grow. Christine shares her insights on where content marketing will go in the future, including the increasing importance of targeted content in your digital campaigns.
Hi, my name is Christine, and I am a member of the Internet Marketing team here at WebFX, and I am so excited to talk to you today about the future of content marketing. So we're going to talk about a few things you can do now to have a positive impact on your content marketing strategy, and a couple things to keep in mind to sort of future-proof your strategy moving forward. So to begin, I have to say that the old adage, content is king, is not going away. With content signals continuing to make up the bulk of sort of ranking and kind of main signal factors in different algorithms for search engines, content is still going to be something that we're really talking about and looking at both this year and many years moving forward. However, the approach, the strategy, the things that worked 5 years ago definitely don't work now. So we're going to talk about a few things that you can do to kind of impact how that has changed, kind of what you can think about when you're creating content and really updating that content strategy. So first thing is, of course, we got to talk about video. It's a big thing, according to HubSpot, and it's one of their recent annual marketing reports. For the second year in a row, video is one of the top things that marketers have been using as part of their content marketing strategy. So really thinking about how you can utilize video throughout your website, on your content pages as part of your content is definitely something that's going to have a really positive impact on the engagement and results that you're going to see from your content marketing strategy. The second thing is really thinking about the intent, kind of really matching and really being strategic about what content you're producing and who it's for. So, thinking about, hey, if I'm putting together this topic, where is this customer in the funnel? What questions do they have? What am I answering? And as you're thinking about that, also think about where that piece is ultimately going to live on the site. So, if someone's at the top of the funnel, they have more general questions, maybe they're more likely to find this content and want to read this content in the blog section of the site, compared to if someone is really kind of at the bottom of the funnel, they're sort of ready to make that purchase. They might not need that long form piece of content on a service or a product page. Maybe they only need a few of those last key questions answered before they finally are ready to make that conversion, fill out that form, become a lead. for your business and through your website. So just something to think about who you're talking to, and also where that content makes sense on the site based on, kind of where that person is in their lead journey. And of course, the other thing too, we have to talk about, really with people kind of investing and really talking about content marketing for many years now, it's probably a good time for you to take a look back and see if there's places where you can kind of clean up and even prune some content from your site. So are there pieces that aren't performing as well as they used to? Have you maybe done really similar topics a couple times again and again? Have you repeated similar things over the years? It's a great time to look and see how you can maybe update, combine, even remove some old pieces that aren't serving you anymore. And if you are kind of polishing, updating existing pieces, adding a video, adding graphics, those are great ways to kind of update and prune your content, really add in some new information, keep things fresh while still focusing on the quality of the content that you're producing and not the quantity. And a couple things, so kind of moving forward, thinking about ways that you can sort of future-proof your content marketing strategy. Again, I think kind of talking about how you can utilize and add new multimedia, especially video, to topics is one thing that's really great to keep in mind. And most importantly, as you are creating new content on your site, keep in mind, be strategic. Who am I speaking to? What questions do they have, and why do they have them based on where they're at in their journey through your website? And of course, also, hey, when someone is on this type of page, this is most likely where they're at. So this is the type of question I'm answering and how I'm approaching the content I'm serving them on my website. And finally, as you are spending that time and that energy, creating new content that's really strategic or updating existing content to be even better, to work that much harder for you, make sure you're utilizing ways to get the most bang for your buck and using that content across other platforms, using it in your email marketing, or even using, whether it's video or even content across social as well. That's a great way to kind of help your content, again, make it work that much harder for you, get more bang for your buck, and really make sure that your content marketing strategy is something that's going to kind of drive your digital presence moving forward for many years to come. So again, think about adding video, adding some different multimedia. Video is a big one. Think about really being strategic about who you're talking to when you're creating new content for your site. Don't be afraid to reevaluate the existing content. And again, just really kind of get the most bang for your buck with using that content across other platforms.
As Christine said, content is king, but so is user experience. Kacie has the details on how web design continues to advance and put users first.
Hey, I'm Kacie Manning, and I'm a web designer here at WebFX. Today I'm going to cover a few ways we anticipate web design to grow and evolve in 2022, as well as ways you can future-proof your design strategy. So when it comes to trends in the next year and beyond, we'll continue to see an increasingly high focus on page speed, as it's a major priority for sites that want to rank well and keep users coming back for more. According to Google, more than half of visits are abandoned if a mobile page takes over just 3 seconds to load. Ultimately, this data shows us that people really care about page speed and finding what they're looking for as quickly as possible, so in the future, it should be kept top of mind. It'll also be more important than ever to ensure accessibility and user experience are at the forefront when we're planning new designs and examining existing sites for potential updates. Having a website that each and every visitor can easily and effectively navigate is more than just good UX. It's crucial for increasing conversion rates and helping you reach your goals. Your ROI increases significantly when you invest in a strong, worthwhile UX strategy. It can also significantly decrease bounce rates and help to leave a lasting impression in the minds of your audience. It's no secret that in recent years there's been a shift toward mobile, and in 2021, mobile accounts for approximately half of all internet traffic worldwide. So thumb-friendly mobile navigation will also be hugely important as we move forward into 2022. Sites should always be designed with responsive experiences in mind, and making sure crucial navigation elements and calls to action can easily be reached with a thumb is imperative for users to seamlessly get where they need to go while using their mobile devices. 2 tips for future-proofing your marketing strategy when it comes to web design are to first, test your website for UX issues often to help ensure that you're putting your best foot forward on the web. Next, make sure there's a why behind every design decision. Each element on the page should have a purpose, whether it's for brand awareness, conversion, or to help create a seamless user experience.
How people use the internet determines what marketers do to reach them, and while this is especially true to web design, it also applies to email marketing. Email guru Emily shares how the latest technology updates will impact email marketing for the future in this next segment.
Hi, my name is Emily and I'm on the marketing team at WebFX. And in this video, I'm super excited to share some key email trends and updates to help you prep your strategies for 2022. As an email marketer, there are a number of different trends you're going to want to pay attention to moving into the new year. First up is Apple's privacy updates. Apple's iOS 15 updates give users more privacy, but with the updates, you'll likely start seeing some changes with your email tracking, specifically with metrics like your open rates. Apple's mail privacy protection prevents email senders from learning whether or not emails are opened. This means you might start to see some inflated open rates, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're crushing your campaigns. That's why in 2022, it's even more important to pay attention to other metrics like clicks and conversions to gauge email performance. After all, a conversion is going to be more important to your business than if someone just opens your emails without taking action. To drive even more email conversions, make sure you're A/B testing your content, your CTAs, and your button text. This can give you a great idea of what resonates with your subscribers, and you can apply the insights you learn to other digital campaigns. We also recommend cleaning your list on a regular basis and using confirmed opt-in so you can focus your email efforts on the most engaged subscribers. Next is increased personalization. So in 2022, we're going to be seeing even more personalized email messaging. People receive countless emails every day, so if you want yours to stand out, you need to make sure that they're really personalized and relevant for your subscribers. Go beyond the basics of just adding your subscribers' names to emails. Connecting your CRM and customer data platforms to your email campaigns allows you to personalize your messages based on first-party data that you've collected through your website. By integrating email with your tech stack, you can create advanced segments and make sure subscribers receive relevant information and offers that entice them to click. And finally, it's no shocker that the majority of people check their emails on mobile devices. So in 2022, we need to pay even more attention to mobile email design. Platforms like Email Marketing FX let you easily preview your emails on mobile so you can make sure the content looks great no matter the device someone uses. Make sure your email text is easy to skim, your images display properly, and your buttons are easy to click so that mobile users can take the next step. So just to recap, we covered some of the most important email trends you'll want to pay attention to in 2022. Apple's privacy updates. Go beyond email opens and pay even more attention to conversion metrics to gauge campaign performance. Also, make sure you're regularly A/B testing your email content if you're not already doing so. Next, increase personalization. Integrate your email platform with your tech stack to deliver even more personalized, relevant messages with first-party data that you've collected. And finally, mobile email design. Don't forget to preview your emails in mobile. Make sure your campaigns are easy to read and easy to click so that you can boost conversions and sales.
And lastly, e-commerce expert Greg shares how our buying habits are shaping e-commerce marketing tactics.
Hi, my name is Greg Gunther, and I'm a Senior Internet Marketing Specialist at WebFX. I'm excited to share with you some of the marketing trends and predictions I've seen recently related to e-commerce. One thing that's going to impact e-commerce in the next year and beyond are mobile users. Mobile-first indexing is playing an even bigger role when it comes to websites. But think about it in terms of how you experience an e-commerce site. More often than not, when you are shopping, you're probably sitting at home on your couch, using your phone, and hitting a site like Amazon and checking out products. When it comes to e-commerce, we not only need to think about how users are engaging your site from a desktop experience, but even more importantly, on a mobile phone. From the point of entry to the site, to the product page, the whole way to the checkout funnel, to when they place their order, Every step needs to be optimized for a mobile user. Secondly, another item that's going to impact e-commerce in the next year and beyond are e-commerce software platforms. Sites like WooCommerce and Shopify are incredibly upgrading their software to support the growing need for e-commerce, and in particular, things like SEO and paid search. The way that these sites have developed their software over the past couple of years alone has exponentially increased the usage from the general market. It's now making it easier than ever before to launch your own e-commerce platform. When we get that access to that software, we need to make sure that it's built for the end user properly. So the way that we go about doing that to future-proof your marketing strategy, my first recommendation is conversion rate optimization. Not only can we test out your site on desktop, but we can make sure that your mobile visitors are experiencing your site in a user-friendly way. Along with that, e-commerce SEO is playing an even greater role in pushing users to the site and getting them to convert. Things that we've been seeing are actually shrinking down the amount of product description content and really focusing on the touch points that make users want to convert. It's no longer about creating that story about your product, but it's about really providing those touch points that make users most interested in wanting to make a purchase. And then lastly, it's all about blogging and that link equity. Building equity around your domain and making sure that you are the expert about your product and your industry will really help secure the overall customer awareness of your business online. So as search engines continue to evolve to the end user, the software will also continue to evolve, and it's important to always stay on your toes. What I like to always remind myself when optimizing sites is to defer to the customer and ask myself, how would I want to experience this? Applying this logic to some of my previously recommended strategies like CRO and mobile UX optimization, as well as content layout on product pages, will help you uncover some areas of opportunity that could lead to exponential growth for your business.
No matter how many changes you make to your digital marketing strategy, keep your audience in mind. Everything you do should create better and better interactions with the people who are most likely to become your customers. And that concludes this video on the future of digital marketing in 2022 and beyond. For more of our digital marketing predictions, head to our website. You can find links to webfx.com in the video description. If you're looking for a team of digital marketing experts to drive revenue for your business in 2022, give us a call at WebFX. We handle everything from SEO to social media marketing to automation, so we'd be happy to discuss how we can help. Thanks for joining us.